Alright Bernie, good of you to come along today for a little bit of extra training. An employer, Karen, has contacted us and asked us to assist you with a little bit of training to go through the process of fitting an entrance door lock on a door. So we've had a look at the requirements there that your employer's after here. Now, I understand that you've just recently completed Cert 2 in building construction?
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay, so some of the skills that you've picked up there are going to be transferable in the tasks that we're doing today. The idea of today is to give you a little bit of structure about approaching the process of fitting the door lock. So if you were to have a look just here, there's a document there. So I've got a checklist of what we're actually going to cover today.
Yep.
So if you have a look at the top there, now I've got the same document that you have, so we just work through the top to bottom. So we're just going to have a look at developing some skills in and around fitting the door lock, and this is the door lock here on the table that we're going to be fitting.
Yep.
As I said there before, we're going to be applying some of those skills that you already have. Now part of this process is we need to complete a safe work method statement, which is that second document there. Now I understand that it's your employer's policy for everyone to complete a site-specific induction, and that's a process that obviously we've both undertaken before today's session.
Yep.
Completing this swim is also a part of that process. So observing site planning and site safety signs which are out on the front gate as we come in, that's another critical component.
Yep.
If you just turn that page there, there's just some notes in here around electrical equipment. So we are going to be using electric drills and electric power leads. Yep. Which are set up here, ready to go. They have been inspected, but one of the things you'll notice is that they've got some tags on the end of them.
Yep.
Okay, so that's just to make sure everything's current and compliant.
Yep.
And the tools themselves are actually safe.
Yep.
Electric tools, probably the main part of PPE that you'll need here today will probably be some hearing protection.
Yep.
But aside from that, everything should be okay. If at any point that we're doing it, you don't feel safe, you just need to speak to me, we'll stop.
Yep.
And we can put some control methods in place.
Sure.
Okay, so what we might do is we'll have a look at this door lock here. This is actually what we're going to fit today. We might pay just to have that checklist on top there so you can refer to that as we're going. Okay, so a pretty common door lock.
Yep.
That you'd find on most homes. So one of the things we have to establish here first is the back set. If you would have a look at the checklist there, on the point 3 I've got marked the centre of the back set on the door. So what I'm referring to there is, this is your latch and that will be the face of your door. So you need to measure to the centre where the pin's going to run through. Now this is the pin here.
Yep. So when you measure, do you measure from this side of the...
From the very front edge.
Yep.
Because when you mortise that in, that'll be the finish. So you need to measure across there. So an example of that would be, I've got one here for you. So if I just nominate a mark and I measure it across the face, so that would be a height off the floor. So it's variable, but I'll give you a height over here when we come to do an exercise.
Yeah, sure.
You square back down the sides, on both sides. So the measurement that you've taken here for the centre of your back set, in this case it's 60mm. What you need to do on your door, and again this is just an example, is mark your 60mm from both sides.
Yep.
Now the importance of that is when you come to drill a hole through your door, obviously the centre of your drill bit's going to be on the 60mm.
Yep.
Alright, you don't go all the way through, you just want the end of that drill to poke through the other side of the door.
Yeah, okay, yep.
By having the mark on the other side, you're going to be able to line it and
Yep.
check. Then you swing around the other side and you come back through, and then you go through the whole side.
Yeah, sure.
So getting the mark there first is important. Checking the back set is important. And the other one that you probably need to mark as well, there's different ways of doing it. The door itself, in this case, is 35 mil, so 17.5 mil.
Yep.
The way I prefer to do it is just do one ruler blade through. And you'll see you've got a train track in the middle, two
Yep.
lines. You just, when you come to drill that hole, you just go in the middle of those two lines.
So you had 35 across, and then what, you've done 33 on one and 34 on one side and 36 on the other side to get the train track? Is that what you just did there? Or?
No, so we're assuming that that's the width of the door.
Yeah, that was the 35, yeah.
So we're not going to use any measurement
Oh,
ruler.
okay, you just done the middle of the roller. Yep.
Because the thickness of the ruler is the same,
Yeah, okay, that's how you got the train track.
yeah,
Yep.
it'll be the centre of those two lines.
Yeah, no worries.
That's just a shortcut.
That's fine.
No
No worries.
Okay, so what we might do is we might go across here to the simulated door. We might have a go at that, but before we go, we'll just have a look at these tools. So you can see here the tools that we're going to need.
Yep.
Electric drill with a power lead, a hole saw bit,
Yep.
which is a 54 mil hole saw bit.
Yep.
That is to allow the body of the lock to get through the door.
Yep.
24 mil spade bit, which will allow this latch to go through the door.
Yep.
Screwdriver to tighten things up, and some chisels
Yep.
to mortise that latch in.
You can have a hammer there as well.
There'll be a hammer across there too, yeah. So what we'll do is, the way this will work, Bernie, is I'll go over, you can come and observe.
Yeah.
I'll set it up, I'll drill one, if you've got any questions while I'm going, just sing out.
Yeah.
Then I'll get you, I'll give you a height, I'll get you to mark it, I'll get you to drill it, and I'll get you to fit it.
Yep.
Okay.
No worries.